nervous?
I find it very, very easy to be.
Wait, what?
I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Welcome to Respectfully.
That was out of nowhere. I like that.
I got a little Johnny.
Little Johnny.
We got a cool cowboy in the studio. Let's introduce. I'm Andrea Allen. This is Respectfully.
I'm Lizzy Cassidy, and joining us today,
Ooh.
longtime friend, first time guest. He is the co-host of a great podcast called Close Calls.
Love that
which
pod.
is a comedy podcast about near-death experiences, and has recently appeared on Romania's Got Talent.
Woo!
Everybody, welcome to the show, Kevin Casey White.
Very
Thank
nice.
Thank you. Great to be here. Romania's Got Talent, making waves in the comedy world.
Did you stay in like a cinder block hotel?
I did.
Yeah,
It was a
Did you
nightmare.
stay in a cinder block?
It felt like a minimum security prison.
Yeah.
The bed faced away from the door. It was like in the middle of the room and faced terrible feng shui.
Yeah.
It feels like somebody's creeping up behind you all night.
Yeah.
Hard to sleep. It was a nightmare.
That sounds.
I would have slept backwards.
I did. Yeah, I thought about it.
Yeah.
Was there
Yeah,
anybody on the show that you were like, oh, that has legs, or was it just terrifying, dark faced? Wow, that's not what I meant. Dark-eyed comedian.
When you say that has legs, you mean like the other performers?
Yeah,
You mean
like
of my own performance?
Well, both, I guess. Was there anyone that you were like, oh, this person is like fun and has talent?
Yeah,
or was
I
it,
met a couple comics that actually live in Barcelona.
Okay, cool.
And I've been to Barcelona a couple times. I've met other performers from that town. It's a good booming comedy scene. So
Yeah.
they were cool. Everybody else wanted nothing to do with me. Nobody was. There was one guy that was like he was like an Italian court jester. And he just did like a thing where he like pantomimed. He did like a dance to like Minnie the Moocher and stuff, and it was so
we gotta
strange.
get him a show on the network.
Yeah.
It
Mike.
was very strange. And Romania, we were talking off mic about this, but Romania itself is not very warm and inviting.
No.
As a country, as a people. I'm sure there's some Romanian out there listening to this who's like, I happen to
We
be
do
pretty
have
cool.
a lot. We have
Yeah.
a lot of Romanian listeners.
And I don't like to paint with that wide of a brush, but my experience was nobody wanted me there in their country.
Fun.
It wasn't like, oh, welcome to Romania as an American. How are you enjoying things? Literally every Romanian I met, I go, hey, yeah, thanks. I'll take my coffee. And they go, why are you here?
Get out.
And literally, the guy,
Get out.
I said to my barista one day, I was like, I keep getting asked this question. Do you not get a lot of Americans in Romania? And he goes, only if they're spies. What the fuck is happening in Romania where you're afraid of spies? There's nothing you want that you got that we want. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're good on you guys.
We're good.
Yeah. Hey,
You
Romania.
guys can hang out.
You don't need
can
to worry.
hang out and do whatever you do over there.
Yeah, ma'am.
And we won't spy on you. It sounds like I'm a spy now.
Nothing to worry
And we're not
about.
going to spy on you, so stop asking if we're spies, because legally we have to tell you if we're spies.
It
So,
feels like. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
If you're curious, here's why I was there. Last
Yeah.
time I was in, I was in Barcelona actually. I met a comic who had done it. They're flying out comics from Barcelona because there's not really a ton of comedy
They're joyless
locally,
people.
I guess.
I don't understand why they would want this.
So as a joke, I was like, let me know who books that. I want to be on Romania's Got Talent.
That's a
And
hilarious
then
bit.
I let the email sit in my phone for months and I forgot about it. And one day I was clearing out some notes and I was like, oh yeah. Popped off an email. They were like, come through. And it's like, I just thought it'd be funny.
yeah,
Like ironic.
It is funny.
To
It
have
is
Romania's
funny.
Got Talent as a credit, and then
Yeah.
the whole time leading up to it, I was like, "Why am I? This is too expensive. This is a waste of time. This
And
isn't fun."
I pointed out
I
that
bombed.
the more I
You
pointed
It
out
wasn't
that
fun.
the more expensive it is, the harder it is to get to, and the harder you bomb, the funnier it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And that was basically like me daring Kevin to go, and then he had to.
I will commit to a bit, and this is probably the hardest I've ever committed to a bit.
Everybody with fucking everybody in everybody's Hinge profile, they're like, the way to win me over is commit to the bit. You have no fucking idea
You-
what commitment
you don't know what I've
committing
been
to a
through.
bit is. Oh, you did an accent when the server took your order? Kevin went to fucking Romania.
I had to fly 12 hours to a frigid, frozen hellscape to bomb in front of people of which we do not speak each other's language. and then immediately get on an airplane and come right back.
Yeah, it's
I was
like
there for 2
alone.
days.
Alone.
Yeah, alone.
It's like-
Yeah, by myself, just sitting on that plane, thinking about how I've just embarrassed myself in front of an entire nation.
It's like
Because I thought it'd be funny to put that logo on a poster. And when I got back, the first person I talked to about it, they go, you could have just lied and told people you did Romania's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever check.
No.
It's like it's like an Andy Kaufman bit, like that, but your life.
But it's your
Yeah.
whole
Oh yeah. It's like
It's your real money and time in life.
Yeah. It was such a waste of resources and time and money.
it's akin to like Dice's album. Yours is way more extreme, but Dice's album, The Day the Laughter Died.
Love.
Yeah.
One of my favorite pieces of comedy
Yeah,
art.
it's
Oh
The
my
one where
God.
he's going up at like 2 a.m. at
Yeah,
the store.
and he calls it's at Dangerfield. He calls
Yeah.
a woman a jerk off.
Yeah.
It's so funny to call a woman a jerk.
Yeah.
She's going to the bathroom and he goes, "Whoa, she doesn't like whatever. She's leaving fucking jerk off."
he bombs the whole time.
Yeah.
Front
I've heard
to
it. Yeah.
back.
It's brutal.
Front to back. And this is the thing, as being a comedian, we anticipate punchlines all the time because it's become like mechanical to us. The only thing that even moves the needle for me anymore has to be the sickest shit ever. It has to be
Yeah.
like a life situation that's so fucked
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
that it like really turns my brain on.
Yeah.
So you going to Romania's Got Talent, I was like,
Yeah, that really
Thank
lit me
you.
up like a Christmas
yeah,
tree.
that's gonna keep me. That's gonna keep
Thank
me
you.
going.
I
You know what's-
cannot wait until you get the clip of that.
I know it's fucking. I know it's brutal,
How we
dude.
doing?
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Everybody was nervous backstage. So when they started filming,
Yeah.
they were like, you need to be at the studio at 8 a.m. We start filming at 10 a.m. Blah,
They
blah,
do
blah.
Makeup.
Yeah. I was wearing makeup.
You're
And
wearing makeup.
I was wearing
bombing
makeup
in front
bombing.
of Romanians.
yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. But here's the thing. 8 a.m. their time is 1 a.m. our time. So I'm just dead tired. So everybody's like pacing around backstage, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I just woke up from a nap. Is it my turn yet? I had to go
Yeah.
like second to last, which means I didn't go up till like 9 p.m. I was there since 8 a.m.
Did they throw a little mascara on you?
No, man, it was
That's-
brutal. But then they push you out in front of these like interviewers like, Kevin, you're about to go up, blah, blah, blah. What is it like as an American here? And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. What's going on? And I don't know. Like, I just was like, I'm just going to do my best. I didn't know. just really
You should
want
hit
to
him with
try.
the old "I'm going to Disney World."
And then I get off stage and they go, what happened? And I was like, I just think there's a bit of a language barrier, I guess.
Honestly, Kevin, brave. I'm gonna call
Brave.
you brave.
Brave.
Yeah, brave.
Thank you.
A comic's comic.
Really stupid.
Yeah.
Kevin Casey White, everybody.
Stupid, funny only for me.
Yeah,
kind of
I mean,
thing.
I'm gonna go to Yugoslavia to do some sort
Yeah.
of weird TikTok
I'm gonna do
dance competition.
Kazakhstan's Got Talent.
I'm gonna go into a genocidal zone and try to do my bits about
Okay, and that's
sucking
the
dick.
end of this bit.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Let's take it in a new direction. And
Yeah, let's talk about science.
Can we hurry this up? I have an open mic in Gaza I gotta get to. So sorry.
I have an open mic on the West Bank
Yeah.
to bomb at. Bomb. Pun
Hey.
not intended, but there.
Yeah, you get to do a
Anyway.
one-man show in a bomb shelter. But I think
Okay,
you
so I've
introduced
known about
me.
this for a while.
I can't believe you didn't tell me this.
Well,
This
it comes and goes in my life,
Ugh.
but there's a scientific principle that I introduced to Andrea recently. I feel like Ronnie will know about this.
yeah.
Ronnie, do you know about Kiki Bouba?
No.
Ooh, Mike, do you know about Kiki Booba?
Oh, I know this is the
You know about Kiki
the
Bouba.
shapes.
Yes.
And it's like a round one and a
it's
pointy
so
one.
much more than shapes.
And a
It's
lot
so
of
much more
people,
than
am I
shapes.
correct? People think the Booba is more appropriately named for the round one and Kiki is for the sharp one.
Yes.
Because it's
I do
got the
know
spikes.
this.
Kiki. It just makes sense.
Yes.
Kevin,
It makes-
you're getting it.
It makes more sense than anything in my whole life.
But
It's-
why is this surprising? Isn't that obvious? Wouldn't everybody feel like Kiki has that stabby
No, but
sound to
the
it,
point
right?
is everything in the world is either Kiki or Booba.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's where the
Oh,
science
you went down a
comes in.
rabbit hole.
So this
deep.
is, if we can see this, can we see this on the camera? We'll put it on the screen. This is Kiki and this is Booba.
Kiki is
Right?
like an explosive bang looking shape, and Booba's like a lava lamp.
Yeah.
And I think the principle of it is like more visual, but we've gone deeper.
we've gone deeper.
So the visual principle is that everything is either Kiki or Booba. So like,
But it really is a vibe-based science.
Well, yeah, because now it's a vibe-based. This is
Honestly, I love vibe-based science.
I know.
You know I'm all about vibe-based
We're all about
science.
vibe-based
I've
science
never
in this house.
given a shit about astrology. This feels like objective truth to me.
Yeah, this is very real to me. So Andrea and I have spent the weekend classifying everyone in our lives as either Kiki, Bouba presenting.
Yes.
So like what you look like you are, and then there's also Kiki, Bouba internal life.
Yeah.
Oh,
what your
wow.
personality
so it's
is.
your moon
Your
and
soul.
your sun.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're
Yes.
rising.
You're rising and you're-
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's
So
honestly, we were texting till 4 a.m. about
Just
it, being
sending
like,
each other
this person,
people's
Kiki, this
names.
Bouba on the
Okay.
inside.
this person's Kiki, Kiki.
So are
this
we
person's
gonna-
Kiki, Bouba.
Yeah.
Are you going to classify me, or are we going to play a game?
Well, I think we're going to ask. So here's what we'll tell you what we think we are. You tell us if you agree. And then we'll ask you what you think you are. And
Okay.
we'll tell you what we think you are.
And also, we will explore because there's good Kiki and there's good Bouba, and there's also bad Kiki and bad
okay.
Bouba, and those are different ways
These are
of
different people.
bad and goodness.
Okay.
So we'll get into that.
And can people be a bit of both?
Well, this is the point.
Yeah.
So, no. You can be externally
It's
one.
science.
You can be externally
don't-
one and internally the
Sure.
other.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And sure, you can be like Bouba inside, but you have a Kiki streak, but you are fundamentally Bouba.
Kiki
Yeah.
streak
Yeah.
is so funny. Okay.
You can't be
She's
50.
a super
You can't be
Kiki.
50-50.
Super Kiki. She's
Okay.
super Kiki.
So
Yow.
we've
All right.
decided that Andrea is Kiki outside, Bouba inside.
I would agree.
Yep. Isn't it so innate?
It's
you know
so
it
innate.
immediately.
Everybody agrees.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that Andrea is Kiki outside, Bouba inside.
Mhm.
Lizzy is Bouba outside, Kiki inside.
Okay.
Little switcheroo.
The old
Okay.
switcheroo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I always like opposite. I like a little double. I like a one on the outside, different on the inside, because that person's interesting to me.
The
Yeah.
duality.
yeah,
of it.
yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like a Kiki.
I mean, the Kiki will, because I had a cold father.
Yeah.
So a Kiki, if it's a nice Kiki, I'll go in.
And I love a Bouba.
Yes,
We are
you do.
adults.
Yes. This is
You are adults listening
This
to a
is-
podcast with other adults.
this is science. I explained this
Kiki,
to
boo, boo, boo. Yeah,
my
great.
engineer fiance, and he was like, "That's stupid. It makes no sense." And I'm like, "You're stupid. It makes no
Right.
sense."
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, thank you. It does.
It makes sense.
So
for sure.
I think let's break it down a little more so that people understand what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah.
So you're Kiki outside because you're pointy and spiky and scary.
Yeah.
But you're Bouba inside because you're like this bleeding heart kind person who lets 2-week open micers follow you around and figure out how comedy works.
Yeah.
And you like let people cry to you at bars and it's crazy and I don't know how you do it. So Andrea's Kiki outside, Bouba inside.
Yeah.
I'm Bouba outside truly because I have huge cans and curly hair.
Yeah.
And Kiki inside because I'm kind of a little standoffish and mean unless you're one of my friends.
Yeah, you got your defenses up a little bit.
And I
Wow.
also am like I wasn't for so long that now I'm very like if somebody wrongs me or fucks with me, I'm very like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my like Kiki inside.
And I think this is a good juncture to say a bad Kiki is mean and just mean.
And
Like
just mean.
Yeah, like a bad Kiki's been
Yeah.
maybe
Bitter.
wronged, is bitter, and is not trying to like improve or get out of the
May I?
yes.
You're good Kiki outside.
Yeah.
Because you're just you're very boisterous.
Yow!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Explosive.
And
Yeah.
you're good Kiki inside just because your respect needs to be earned.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No. getting it.
Nobody's trying to.
He's getting it.
He's getting it.
Nobody's trying to, start a pyramid scheme or something.
No.
Something that would hurt somebody.
Right.
That's
No.
a bad Kiki.
That's bad Kiki.
Yeah, a bad
Bad
Kiki's
Kiki loves pyramid schemes.
So what's bad Bouba?
Bad
Booby?
Bouba is
Bouba?
like, do you know these people that are like pathetic and use it and use it to
We should help these people.
No, but like people who are like pathetic losers and use that to manipulate people. Like people who are like, oh my God, everything is so hard for me. Woe
I
is
get
me.
that.
It's so tough to
That
be
makes
me.
perfect sense, actually.
Like
yeah.
these
yeah.
people who are like, who are bad to you by being a little worm.
Well, there are
Yeah.
people that take.
Yes.
Yes.
These are the takers.
And
I would say both bad Kiki and bad Bouba are takers.
oh, I mean, taking
But in different flavors.
Yeah, like oh man, I don't know why this popped in my head. Very small example. they will let you buy them all the drinks.
Oh,
They will never offer to buy you a drink.
Kevin, that is a
Hey, I'm a little short this week.
That is a perfect example.
But
Hey,
every
do you have
week
a
you're
cigarette?
short.
Hey, do you have a cigarette?
Cigarette, great, yeah.
Every time I see you, you ask me if I have a
It's
cigarette.
coming from a place of, hey, I don't,
And it's like
you're my friend. Of course, you can give me a cigarette, right?
It's entitled, but at the same time, like, I'm such a loser, and you're like, why do I feel confused around you all the time? I feel bad for you, but I'm also like, get out of here.
Or like people who are like, I don't know why, like, I just can't get laid. Like, I think I'm a pretty nice guy, but I just can't get laid. And it's like, I don't think you're a pretty fucking nice guy.
Yeah.
I think you're kind of
yelling.
an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry, I blacked
Who did
out.
you picture
Sorry, I
just
blacked out.
I have.
Fuck, sorry.
I know exactly who the Bouba person is immediately, and
Yes.
and they like as soon
We
as I
both are very turned off by a bad booba.
yes, because they're sneaky. Because I think women specifically have been conditioned to caretake, so
Yeah.
a lot of women have like been like, oh, but he's a loser, or so they've dated him, or
Yes.
they've been like the female best friend who's been like, I'm
Who's
gonna
his emotional dialysis machine
Yeah,
for most
yeah,
of his
Dude,
life.
I can think of so many women boobas though too.
I know.
woman-
We're not saying names, but we all know some of these people.
Yeah.
But they're like always just a fucking hot mess in a way where it's
Yes.
like,
Yes.
stop crying on my shoulder at 2 a.m.
And
because
figure
you're like,
it out.
just
Yeah.
figure your
Just
fucking
get
life out.
sober.
All you have to do is not be hungover for a day and maybe just take stock of what's going on in your life. This
Yes.
isn't my fault.
Yes.
This isn't my fault. Stop. Yeah, all right. Now I'm
Okay,
gonna
now
yell.
you're
Now I'm gonna
yelling. Now you're
yell.
yelling.
Anyway,
But
it.
a
All right.
good booba,
Yeah.
right, is someone who is truly just like a warm and welcoming aura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there are people that are just like radiate warmth and kindness,
Mhm.
and they look like it too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's like a booba.
Yeah,
Bob Ross.
We love
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross
Very
is a great
iconic
example.
booba.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Rogers.
Booba.
Booba.
And it's hard. Booba.
It's like the hubba.
Woo,
But for someone's soul.
Yeah. Well, it's also hard to be a booba because the world is so
Kiki. The world
Is
is
a
so Kiki.
vampire.
Your dad's dead. What are you gonna do about
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So to just still be like, hey man, and
Mhm.
people think boobas are like weak or like
Or
pussies
dumb, or
sometimes or
naive.
dumb, but I'm like, no, they're just like
Special.
rising above and special.
Yeah.
And don't you dare talk to if I have a
Right.
booba in my orbit and someone
Oh my God, I will protect a
Attacks them?
booba with my life.
Yeah.
With my life. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, they can't leave them alone. All they're doing is being perfect and wonderful and nice.
Yeah.
And I'll use my fucking Kiki
Yeah.
to kill for them.
Yeah. I'll kill for a booba. So
Yeah.
question to you.
Yeah.
What do you think you are? Do outside first and then
Oh, I was
inside.
gonna ask you guys what I am.
Okay, we can do it first.
We'll do it
Do I
first.
need to do my own? Boy, I don't know. Okay, so here's something I'm learning recently. Your self-image is always wrong, right?
Yeah.
I assumed my whole life I was just kind of like, hey, whatever.
Fun
I'm like a
guy.
fucking
Yeah.
butt. And then I'm learning recently that I am so accidentally rude consistently. Not not like yelling at someone's kid for
jack off.
Hey, you
calling a
fuck
woman
jerk off,
jack
piece of
jerk
shit.
off. Yeah.
Jerk off is even worse
Yeah.
for some reason.
No, but I just like there's like sometimes an edge to my line of
Yes.
questioning when I'm asking things
Wow,
where
I love
I'm just
that
trying
you've
to.
learned this about yourself.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to
Ouch.
tell you today.
Oh, you fuck! God, I hate that.
Hey,
All
it's
right.
one of the things I like about you.
Yeah.
Where my just trying to get to the point is sometimes maybe mistaken for like a brash
Or like a curtness.
curtness.
Yeah.
Where I'm just trying to like, yo,
But it
we're
really-
friends. I can be real. Why are
Yeah.
you wearing that stupid hat?
But it really-
you know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah. There's always a lot of comments flying my
You
way
know?
about
Well,
my
you dress like a
incredible
clown,
sense.
but
What the
But
fuck?
it really vibes with me well because I have
Uh-huh.
ADHD, so I can't stand when people are like
let's get
dancing
to it.
around
Yeah.
a thing.
Same.
So I love when someone is just like, "What are you doing? What is that about?"
So something that I've
I
learned-
can't
Yeah.
listen to you be like, "Hey, I know that like you might not want to talk about this, blah blah," and it's like 5 minutes later you ask me
Yeah.
a question, just be like, "What was that? Why'd you do that?"
So this is something that when my girlfriend and I started dating would drive her nuts, and now she's kind of accepted it. And it's,
Wear her down.
I will go
Wear
no,
her
no,
down.
No, not wearing her down. Love your partner, warts and all.
Yes, I
Yes.
agree with that.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll just, it's somebody will ask something or do something, and I'll just go, why?
Yeah.
Just a hard, blunt why.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm like being critical. It's because I just wanted to fucking know why. And I don't think I need to be like, hey, really appreciate the thing you're doing, but I was just kind of curious if why are you doing it like that? Okay, got it. And that's like maybe a little, spectrumy or something, but it's fucking true. Just get to the facts.
You know what else you do fun? That's fun. Sometimes I'll tell you why I did something, and then you'll just tell me why I did something, and it's a way worse reason.
Oh, really? Can you give me any? That's
you're like, oh, it's because you're deeply insecure, and you're like, okay.
No, it's like, well, I'll be like,
correct.
I'll be like, oh, I did this thing because I wanted to do something nice for this person. You'll be like, because you wanted them to like you. And I have to be like, well, yeah, also that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the undercurrent of how I exist because I'm terrified of people
that's
leaving.
The
but
quiet part
whatever,
we don't say out loud.
So, okay, sorry, but also,
my boyfriend
was I
is
wrong?
also like
Am
this.
I wrong?
No.
So I'm gonna say because of this, I think if you asked me 2 years ago, I would have said Bouba. I'm gonna say I'm a Kiki out, Bouba in. What do you guys think?
Flip it.
I'm a Kiki and Bouba out?
Yeah. This thing you're describing is Kiki inner life.
Is it?
Yeah.
But you're Bouba outside because you're
Tell
like
me more.
skateboard comic guy. You're like skateboard beanie band t-shirt comedian guy.
Okay.
So everybody's like, oh, obviously Bouba.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what are you insecure that everyone doesn't like you?
Because we all have that insecurity, right?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm not saying everybody's talking about you behind their back.
Is everyone talking about me behind my back? What?
Oh my God.
What do you
Do you
mean?
agree with
my
this
God.
assessment?
I do. For a little while, I thought you might be Bouba. It's hard. I don't really know how to pin you down.
Ooh, I'll take it. I'm mysterious.
So
He's
mysterious. I think when we met, you and Lizzy are similar in that you bully as your form of affection. And
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fuck you, nerd.
shut up. Put on one of your pink coats and cry about it.
Oh, what are you, a therapist, you fucking dork?
I'll kick your fucking ass.
Kind of. Yeah, right?
I'll beat the fuck out of you right now.
Yeah, this is fun for a sensitive person.
I know. I feel bad doing it as a joke now that I actually know you.
Well, and like I can hang, but I'm a sensitive guy, and also I was like bullied. I've been a weird guy forever, so I got bullied a lot for certain junctures of my life. So if I don't know you, I'm like, what the fuck hurts my feelings. Once I know you and I know it's coming from a good place, I enjoy it. But I really hate when I meet someone and I'm not immediately familiar with them, and they're like, "Hey, you piece of shit," and I'm like, "Fuck you."
So you didn't like me for
I
a
also
while.
kind of hate that.
You didn't like me at first. That's okay.
Because she liked you.
So you don't have to sugarcoat it. The answer is short.
No.
Yeah, so you didn't like me. Okay.
No.
So I just want you to know, so many of my good friends have told me, when I first met you, I didn't like you.
Me too.
I was confused by you.
And it's because people don't, my mom has a very dry sense of humor. And I didn't know people don't know when I'm joking sometimes. Yeah. Because I'll say something outlandish in a serious way that I think the words are so silly. Yeah. I would never fucking say that and mean it.
And the joke is very
Turns out I'm a bully. Yeah. It turns out I've been a bully this whole time. Whoops.
And the joke is, imagine if I was a person who would say something like this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but when someone doesn't know you, they're like, oh, you're a person who would say something like this.
So I love, for example, like the Kenny Powers, Eastbound and Down kind of character.
Yeah.
Because they are that guy in earnest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this guy's not in the real world.
Yeah, you're like,
wouldn't it be funny
parodying.
if I pretended to be him for a second as an icebreaker?
Yeah.
Turns out it's only funny to me.
I'll argue I like it.
Yeah, well, that's why we
have a
friends.
podcast together.
Yeah.
Right away. Yeah, because we were just saying the worst, most despicable things to each other right off the
Do you remember that time that we were playing, what's that game? Cornhole?
Yeah,
and we were like, so we were on opposite teams, which means
night.
we were standing next to each other. And I said something, I don't even remember what it was, but I said something so mean to Kevin, just trying to throw him off his game of cornhole, that he had to take a lap around the bar to come back.
It was something like your dead dad thinks you're a failure.
Yeah,
it was like, what the hell? We're playing a game.
I was doing all dead dad and hairline stuff, and it was really
that's what it was.
Oh,
hey, try not to blind them with your bald spot.
He went to throw a beanbag, and I went,
dude.
By the way, nobody's talking about your hairline behind your back.
Yeah, man. I thought it was great. I loved it.
It was one of the more fun times I've had at that bar.
Hey, man, come on.
Come on, baby.
I mean, I think that's like a similar kin to like the really fucked up thing is super funny to me. It's the same brain, but I don't trust anybody. It takes me like 6 months to be like, all right, you're fine.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm more trusting than you, but I do think because I'm one of those people who bullies out of love, I can like see the glint in your eye.
Yeah.
If you're like me.
You guys are also both Irish Catholic pieces of shit.
Hell yeah, brother.
And that's you. That's a specific flavor of personality that I've like become more acquainted with because you all hang out with each other in hives of hatred.
We hang out and either drink or white knuckle not drink.
Yeah. So like I've grown fond of the Irish Catholic pieces of shit, but you guys are a real abrupt opening.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I'll take it.
We can be a tough sell.
Yeah. And I'm Bouba. I'm also Canadian Bouba, which is the softest Bouba there is.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. We're like very vulnerable members of society.
And I'm Irish Catholic East Coast.
Yeah, sure.
Which is very like move.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like there's no sorry involved if I'm in a move.
New York turns everyone's Kiki up a little bit naturally.
Oh, yeah.
New York is the kikiest city in the world.
But
it's also inner life booba.
Yeah.
I would argue.
Inner life booba?
Because neighbors
New
help
York
each
is
other.
one of the only cities.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, totally.
Also, New York is one of the only cities where no matter what your fucking thing is, you can find a community of people that's also their thing.
Yeah. Totally.
It doesn't, if it's a sex thing, if it's an art thing, if it's a science thing, you're going to find a bar where those people hang out. And you can go there every night and like everybody knows your name, but you have to find it.
Yeah.
So it's Kiki. New York is very Kiki until you find your little booba pocket
sphere,
that you get to live in, and then it's like the greatest place in the world.
That's true. Also, the city really bands together when there's something tragic that happens.
Yeah.
Big time.
COVID? Oh my God.
COVID, 100%. I remember
9/11. I remember 9/11.
9/11
I'll
is a
always
good
remember.
example. There's a real love thy neighbor thing going on here.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like that old...
It's just New Yorkers. Here's my theory. Sorry to interrupt, but here's my theory about the kikiness of New York, especially when people visit and they assume New Yorkers are going to be rude. And then it's like, I needed directions and 5 people helped me. It wasn't so bad. Here's the thing. New Yorkers are just always running late.
We're just in a hurry.
Always late.
We're just
with
in
a
a hurry.
coffee in our hands.
Not like
what?
walk out of New York City. It's just like the fucking infrastructure kind of sucks. And we always just missed a train. It's not personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also we all have like 90 things we're doing every day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be late to one, and that's when you're going to ask me for directions. That's just how this city is built.
Yeah.
But it's like there's the old thing that people have said that's like LA is nice but not kind, and New York is kind but not nice.
I agree with that.
Like,
sorry.
New York is not polite.
LA's Bouba out, Kiki in.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, Kevin.
And bad Kiki in.
And bad
Does that
Kiki
mean we're
in.
LA though?
No, because we're different. Because we're good Kiki in.
Yeah, we're good Kiki in. That's right. Put it on the board.
LA.
Put Kiki on the board.
Put Kiki on the board.
Can I ask you guys a question? What do you think you are attracted to in a romantic partner?
Whoa,
Lizzy.
dude.
Kiki Bouba.
Kiki Bouba?
Kiki outside, Bouba inside.
All right.
Guy who looks scary and mean.
Yeah.
Inside, soft.
Mushy.
But only, this is so revealing, but only when we're alone.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I get
Guy
that.
who's like kind of abrupt and funny.
Yeah.
And like kind of rude.
Yeah.
But in a fun way.
Ding, ding, ding.
And then once we're alone is like, oh, what do you want, a glass of water? You know, like that's my guy.
Yeah. What about you, Kev?
Oh man, I don't know because I don't have. Oh man, I'm having a hard time with this. I don't know because I've dated women that are like, hey, we're fucking talking shit, blah blah blah, and I've done the exact opposite. I've done so many different formations, and I don't think there's a consistent.
What's your
answer?
If you can pick
I don't know.
one that you like the most? Like you're in a serious relationship.
I think I like that. Man, I can tell you I want to... Dude, I can't answer this. I truly can't answer this.
Yeah, I'll answer.
I truly
I
can't
think your
answer
girlfriend is Bouba Bouba.
I think she is Bouba Bouba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone feels safe and lovely around a Bouba Bouba.
I think you
agree
want to
with
feel
that.
safe and loved.
I do want to feel safe and loved. No, I do. I've been, again, learning a lot
That's
about
the
myself.
That's the clip. Kevin wants to feel safe and loved.
We want to talk attachment
like
styles. Turns out I'm
pussy.
pretty anxious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
So, okay, relax,
We're Irish
everybody.
Catholic. We're Irish Catholic. We're anxious attachment.
Right? Yeah. So, hey, an alcoholic father and an emotionally distant mother will do that to a guy. Okay? Yeah. Let's get into it. Yeah. But, so I think I need like a little extra reassurance.
Yes.
I know I do. I don't know why I said think. It's apparent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you need to be able to like play with me. So, can Boobas play?
Boobas love to play.
Boobas love to play.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go Bouba.
You're Bouba.
I'm a Kiki guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrea wants a Kiki.
No one will hook me in with their claws more than a Kiki.
Yeah.
And
so your boyfriend's a real piece of shit, is what you're saying.
I'm in an abusive relationship. Please help me. No, good Kiki. But if you're sharp on the outside, I'm like, ooh, what are you?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
I was gonna say I've dated a Bouba and Kiki out.
Yeah.
And there is something to a little bit where I'm kind of like, yeah, you're just kidding though, right?
Yeah. So my favorite.
Whereas you're like, fuck me up.
Yeah, 100%. I'm a cutter in terms of the people I choose.
My favorite like trope of man is he hates everyone but you.
Yeah.
That's like
funny.
That's like my guy. Like
Mine's
the guy who's like an asshole to everyone and then is like, hey, but you're cool.
Doesn't that cause problems when you bring them around your friends though?
Yes, and that's why I don't date those guys anymore.
Hey, good for you.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking about my lizard brain, that's what it wants.
How's it? Or have we talked about this? You're seeing a guy?
No, I don't want to. Every time I talk about a guy on a podcast, it ends. So
okay, so we're
let's
not
give
bringing
it another
it up.
month or two.
All right, cool.
And to be
Last
clear,
time I announced I had a boyfriend on the podcast, he called me a rat bitch and tried to ruin my life.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, also to extrapolate on my Kiki insides, my fiance is like acts of service kind, and he like really takes care of me. And sometimes he'll be like abrupt or whatever, but it's never mean. He's never mean to me. I'm just there's like a bad motherfucker thing.
Your
that makes me feel
fiance,
really
I think, is good Kiki in the way that he's like smart and kind of like, I don't know if this is the best word, but kind of analytical.
Yes.
And you're like
dumb and fun. Yeah.
You're like wild and crazy. And he's like, hey, we're gonna be late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he takes care of me with his kikiness.
Yeah. You're like running around lighting candles and like doing spells. And he's like, we actually have to leave if we're going to make the train.
Yeah.
Which I turns out I need. And he's like very kind in that he takes care of. There's not a lot of people who actually like show up and do the thing. And Kikis tend to be able to execute. And that's like very attractive to me. He's like a motivated person.
Kikis are the kind of people who like, if someone you love dies, they'll clean your apartment.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas like a Bouba will hold you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to change how I classified my girlfriend.
Yeah. That's
she
true.
is a doer. When
she
something
is a
bad
doer.
happens.
Because I was also thinking she might be Kiki inside because she's also like a accomplished career
She's
person.
an accomplished career woman
But I think
who
Boobas can do that.
who fucking she like talking about feelings is hard for her, right? I will fucking
sister.
ramble on all day, blah 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 blah. She needs time to like sit and process it because she feels feelings like physically,
Yeah.
right? Not like I verbalize, right? It's so much easier for her to be like, okay, you're having a hard time. How can we give you like a good day? Let me plan that for you.
Yeah.
Let me feed you. Let me blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
like when we talked about it on the last episode that our friend Kenny passed away, and when he was in the hospital, your girlfriend showed up with Popeyes for everybody.
She immediately dropped me off. She's like, you
that's
stay
good
here. I'm going to
Kiki
go
stuff.
feed everybody. I'm going to go do
Yeah.
whatever I can to make things easy
But I
for
would also
people.
argue that is just good partner stuff.
Yeah.
Like I do think there are Bouba people who will do the same thing just because it's what like needs to be done.
Yeah.
But it is organized in a way.
Also,
you know what I
like,
mean?
Yeah.
my Kiki
So
lives
Boobas
in
can do a spreadsheet.
Boobas can do a spreadsheet.
Okay.
Kikis will crush
Yeah,
a spreadsheet.
Boobas can do a spreadsheet, but they're gonna be like, okay, I gotta do a spreadsheet. And a Kiki will be like,
Yeah, and like my Kiki he's got a lot of walls. So when they come down a little bit, I'm like, ooh, like I'm like excited.
Yeah.
I like to take care of people. So if someone like, it's hard for them to be taken care of, there's some like rat brain thing where I'm like, I'm gonna get in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in there and help you because he does everything.
You love
like
a project.
Yeah.
he does everything for everyone, and I'm like, I want to do things for you,
Yeah.
and I have great joy. He's just doesn't like. He's always had to be like the one who takes care of everything because that's just how he grew up. So I'm like, let me rub your feet,
Yeah.
and he enjoys it.
And that's that's why Kiki's and Boobas are symbiotic.
Yeah, we are.
I think we should take a break and move on to our next little game because I'm excited about it.
It's a fun game. We'll be right back. Motorin.
How long do you record for?
What's your price for flight? Hey, welcome back, Kiki's, Boobas, Kiki's.
Booba, Kiki.
Dude, I forgot you were recording. I thought you were just singing that. I was going to be like, do we need a helper?
I just upped my meds, so we're doing good, buddy.
Yay.
Nice.
Such an exacerbated. I've been telling you to do this for 5 years. Yay!
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get some fucking sleep. Can you imagine?
You have been a burden. Anyways, let's play a fun game.
Oh my God. You have not been a burden.
I know. Thank you. Booba.
Okay, we're going to play a game that we've played before on the podcast, and we play a lot in our personal lives. I have to cough, sorry.
Yeah. So the game is usually it was started with like, what would you if you had to sleep with this person?
And think of an undesirable.
Yeah. A real a bad booba.
Think of somebody I don't want to sleep with if I had to sleep with them.
But that's not what we're going to do.
Okay.
But the game started as Andrea or I would name a person we both know.
Yeah.
And in order, what it would take to sleep with them. So you have to either name an amount of money.
Okay.
If there's no amount of money, the next level is for all your hopes and dreams to come true. And even if that still doesn't do it, the next level is would you do it to live? As in, if you don't do it, you die.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
And you have to tell us. You have to tell us what it would take.
This doesn't seem too tough.
Yeah.
Who would rather die than... Well, let's see what the list is.
Yeah.
There's people.
Okay, first one. But this isn't. We're not going to name people.
Yeah.
And be like, wouldn't you rather die than fuck them? We're not going to do that.
I don't know. I thought it could be like Hitler or something like that. Okay, go on.
No, we're going to do like situations kind of.
Oh, okay.
So the first one I'll hit you with, and we'll all answer.
Okay.
What would it take for you to publicly, earnestly freestyle rap? Again, an amount of money
On TikTok.
for all your hopes and dreams,
Being serious.
or to live, and you gotta mean it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've been in a car with somebody
Yeah.
who is good at freestyle rapping.
White or black?
White.
Okay.
Wow.
This was maybe 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Driving around, something comes on, and they just started going. And then they just tried to throw it to other people in the car.
Ooh.
And they threw it to somebody else, and they were actually doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And then they threw it to me. Turns out I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kind of quiet that fell over the car
Yeah.
when you can tell
It's like bombing on Romania's Got Talent.
it's almost worse because those fucking people didn't know who I am, why
Yeah.
I'm there, what I'm
Yeah.
saying. This is 3 other people in a car that feel embarrassed for me.
Yeah.
Not a great feeling.
Embarrassed for you stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah. A lot of people have been embarrassed for me.
Yeah.
So
Every day, someone would argue.
But also it's not so bad because I don't think anybody's expecting me to be good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would take 5K.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
To earnestly freestyle rap 5K, huh?
In what scenario?
Do you need money?
Shit, that's a free
Who do? I'm just kidding.
$5,000,
Yeah.
whatever.
Like, it's online and all of your friends and peers and everybody is going to see it.
Including your.
And they're going to know that you were doing your best and it wasn't a bit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so wait. So the setup is like, all right, guys.
It's like almost
It's
poetry
like you went on
level.
Instagram Live and everybody saw it.
I was gonna say like it's like MTV's Made or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, this has always been Kevin's dream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
yes.
give a big round of applause for MC Escher.
Yeah,
totally.
What you know is
All right,
not
we're
a
gonna need
test.
to,
I'm
My
rapping
name is
to
Kevin
the
and I'm
beat.
here to say.
All right.
I like
would-
girls and I'm not gay.
To live,
okay.
obviously, hopes and dreams, obviously, monetary. I can bump that up a little bit, but I think I would do 10K or less.
Okay.
Easy.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I think it would take 20K for me.
Yeah, I'm surprised yours isn't higher.
Well, I could use the money.
Publicly trying is not something that you love to do.
I hate.
Also privately trying.
Hey, what the hell?
Yeah.
There is nothing I hate in life more than publicly being bad at something.
Yeah.
If I go on like a date and the guy's like, "Here's a fun thing. Let's go."
No, already
bowling.
I hate it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm not good at bowling, and I'm gonna get weird. And I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
The guy that I'm seeing now plays darts. He's good at darts.
Yeah.
So he'll take me to a bar and he'll be like, "Do you want to?" And I'm like, "I will watch you. I am not going to humiliate myself in front of you and everyone here."
Interesting.
It's
Okay.
like a bad. I'm very competitive, and I really hate being bad at things in front of people.
Yeah.
It makes me feel small and weird and bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I spend a lot of time being at least decent at the things I have to do publicly.
Yeah.
So I will say I'm gonna go 25K.
All right. Nice. I'd do it for like $300.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was
Yeah, I saw you freestyle rap at a comedy show for $50.
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure I've seen you do this.
I'm also like insane coded on the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah, so people would be like, "All right."
Yeah, they'd be like, during the pandemic, there was a time where I was doing shots of apple cider vinegar and dancing to Britney Spears with knives.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so I'm like, that was scary. And
Yeah.
no one asked me to do that. So fucking few hundy.
What would it take for you to bust it out right now? If I Venmo you $20.
Yeah, if we both Venmo you $25.
give me a topic to rap about.
But you have to really try.
You have to really try.
You can't laugh.
I'm very brave.
You can't
Well,
laugh.
you're wearing the hat and goggles. How about, can you rap about steampunk?
Yeah.
Blimps and gears and
Ooh.
Time travel. I feel like they like time travel.
Yeah.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think that's one of their things.
Polly and steampunk is kind of whack. You
Oh,
think you're
awesome.
normal, but you're totally off track.
Oh, cool.
You
Keep
know
going.
it?
Keep going.
You
Keep
can't laugh.
going.
You have to keep going.
You think you're sexy, but you make me puke. You come near me and I rebuke. Steampunks
Oh.
are old and sad. They can't fuck. Their vibe is bad.
This is the whitest thing I've ever seen in my life. That was very good.
I'll be performing at a bowling alley near you.
I'm not sending you any
You know,
money.
we didn't even have to pay her.
We
That
didn't
rules.
even have to pay her.
I'll do
She
it.
just did it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, let's do I found one in here that's very good. Nope.
I just peeked at your notes and read the most insane sentence of my life.
That was for a different episode.
We've talked about this already.
Okay, so the note was from an old episode we did with
We've
Zahid
talked
Def G.
Yeah.
And if you listen to that episode, you might know about this, but the note just says, "Eat a horse pussy guy."
Not the guy who fucks a horse, but the guy who wants
The guy
to
who
eat a
eats
horse's
horse
pussy.
Yeah. It's
Go
beautiful.
back and listen to that episode.
It's great.
Okay, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do two things are going to happen because
Yeah.
they're both bad.
Okay.
First of all, a recording is released of you doing the baby voice you do around your significant other.
Oh boy, that's so.
And along with the
fucking-
recording, also the cutesy text. The little cute text with the little person, that emoji that we send to each other.
Hey, baby.
Hi, baby.
This is
But
also.
it's not hi, baby. It's way worse.
Yeah, what are you up to?
I'm not going to do. So now I have to do that?
You have to do it now.
I don't know that I can fake
I
it.
freestyle rapped. How dare you?
I genuinely don't know if I can fake it. Do you know
Okay.
what I mean? Because baby voice comes from your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
And like when you try to fake it, that's like what we just did where we're like, "Hey baby, can you make?"
Yeah.
But that's not actual
That's not
baby
it.
voice.
Yeah.
Actual baby voice, like I don't notice I'm doing it until it's
Yeah.
happening.
It's real.
It's so real.
It's probably one of the. That's the most vulnerable thing
I
you
would
can do.
so much rather my nudes leak
My entire asshole spread open.
than baby voice and cutesy text.
Yeah. Kevin.
My fucking girlfriend, bring her up again,
Mm-hmm.
has a bad habit of not asking me before she posts what I thought were intimate moments.
Yeah, your girlfriend
Yeah,
really
I've seen
lets
this,
it all
and
hang out.
I've been like, "Oh, yeah, Kevin's
So-
doing baby voice in
Yeah.
that photo."
I hate it.
Fair enough. I also hate it as well, for the record.
Next time she does that, will you fucking message back, "Hey, stop doing this"?
I'll comment on this and be like, yikes.
Yeah, I'll come and puke emoji.
Yeah.
So it's already happened to me.
Yeah.
So
No, but that's not.
unfortunately,
The photos are not the same as true baby voice.
Yeah.
Has she posted a video of baby voice?
Dude, I hate it. I hate it way more than the freestyle rapping. That is definitely...
Yeah. I really wish we could all do it right now, but I truly
It's hard,
don't know
and I
how.
can't tap into it.
Yeah.
I truly don't know how to tap in.
Irish Catholic pieces of shit.
No, it's just like she's right. There's a difference between doing what we think it is and what
And what it
actually
really
is.
and what it
real
really
wall.
is so intimate and humiliating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that like I can do it
There's
in
a
front
softness to you that's you can't emulate.
Yeah, and it's crazy that like I can do it in front of someone I've known for a month and not you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's because the nature of our relationship is like you've fucked me.
Yeah.
So now I can be like, will you give me a glass of water or whatever, you know?
I will do...
Which again, that isn't it. I can't fake it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the same system I did before. I'm going to work top down.
Great.
To live, yes. Hopes and dreams, yes. Monetary value, we got to be hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
We got to be
Yeah.
like 250,000.
Yeah.
Enough to where I have kind of like some fuck you money.
Yeah.
To be like-
comedians are going to see this.
Every comedian you know is
Yeah.
going to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And they're going to be sending it to each other.
Oh,
yeah,
the little,
but I have a jet ski, so
But you have a jet
Yeah,
ski.
you have a jet ski.
So,
you know what I
yeah.
mean.
yeah, I would need to be able to buy a home to escape to, I think.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm really lowballing. A home's gonna be like $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take a home.
Yeah,
I'll take a home.
Let's
I'll put
do
in home
I'll do
for
$1 million.
10,000.
We're doing
I'll
$1
do a
million.
I'll do a
yeah.
milli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do $1 million.
Milli.
Okay, $1 million. We're doing $1 million
$1
for baby
million
voice.
dollars.
Here, $1
Oh
million
my god,
there.
baby voice sucks.
It sucks. It's horrible. And I love
Okay.
it.
I like this one. Okay, it can't be a bit. You can't act like it's a bit. You have to act like it's who you are. Wear a karate outfit all the time.
Yeah.
All
Dude.
of the time, wear a karate outfit, no bit.
But can't be a bit like I need to walk into a room and like
And,
stand like this.
Hey.
No. Karate's so pedophile coded.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
really a tough.
okay, go
I
on.
mean, like-
Wait,
Like
so
white suburban karate
Yeah,
is pedophile
yeah.
coded.
is it?
I think so.
There's like hot chicks that do karate.
Yeah?
No, there's hot chicks that do jujitsu. If you're
yeah.
karate's like something's going on.
Really?
Doing karate, I think, is the same as getting into like gratitude and affirmations too much.
Yeah.
Becoming religious.
Yeah.
Like joining some sort of weird dork community.
Yeah.
Karate's like, hey man,
Hey man, what happened?
what are you
You know
running
you're part
from?
of a dork community.
I know that.
Okay.
And stand-up
And also
comedy
a lot
is-
has happened to us.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, we're not doing great.
Yeah.
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 If like someone you know who's like normal and doing great starts doing karate, check on them.
Yeah. Martial arts are really
Jiu-jitsu,
Okay.
I think they could just be trying to get hot.
yes. Yeah.
But karate,
Yeah.
check on them.
I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, the not needing to pick out an outfit every day could be quite a time saver.
Yeah.
You gotta go on stage in karate outfit and it's not a bit, it's who you are.
The belt is
Dude.
there too.
The
Dude,
belt is there and you gotta
I think
do
it would
the
help.
stance.
Yeah.
Dude, if I had all sorts of bits about being like a karate master, like how Judah Friedlander's like the world champion, like
Yeah.
that could only help me.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I'll do. How much you got on you? I'll do it. I'll do it right
Yeah.
now.
$50.
You'll do karate outfit every day. I have $50 on me.
Every day for how long?
I don't know, ever?
No,
Mm.
I think a year because that was crazy. You're getting married in a karate outfit.
yeah, actually,
yeah.
that rules.
Yeah.
I would easily do that for a house.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
House.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I wouldn't do it for how. So much of how I identify is how I dress.
Me too.
So
Hopes and dreams.
also, like, I can't show up my fat ass or my soon-to-be fake ass tits if I'm wearing a karate outfit. I
Right.
just look like a white.
Also, I
blob.
look terrible in white.
Yeah.
I look really bad
Yeah.
in white.
We would look like.
Well, they have different
pigs.
colored ones, right?
I'm talking the classic.
White robe.
Yeah.
And the belt, you can't lie.
It's called
Yeah.
a gi.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called
Excuse
the
the
karate
fuck
gi.
out of me,
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
It's called the karate gi, and it's like a little top and little scrub pants and a belt.
Okay, but do I know karate?
No, you're who you are in a karate
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah.
I'm like eating chicken wings
Yes.
in a karate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just using it as a napkin.
No,
Yeah.
because you respect it.
Yeah.
Of course.
You're,
Of
Yes.
course.
you're
Yes,
drinking
yes.
a liquid death at a bar in
But
a karate
so
outfit.
I'm basically who's that fucking guy with the ponytail who's like a sham, but he's like a karate guy. He's like in all the movies. You know what I'm talking about. Fat guy. He became a cop.
Yes, I love that he became a cop.
You know who I'm talking about.
Not Sylvester Stallone.
No, something with an S though.
Schulman?
No. Does
Nobody.
anybody know?
Well,
Nobody.
Tiger Schulman is the white guy who teaches karate across the country.
So
It'll come back to
so
us.
I'm basically that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A
That guy
house.
rules.
A
Yeah.
house.
That guy rules in a very ironic way.
Yes.
I could pull it off, I think.
Yeah, I'm doing it for hopes and dreams. But then what if all my hopes and dreams come true and I have to do like an HBO special in my karate outfit?
Not great.
Worth it. Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Let's do one more of these and then should we close
Yeah.
on my...
Well, also,
oh, yeah. Okay, so let's do Kevin's.
Earnestly make out with your best friend
To live.
to live.
Yeah.
No offense.
No offense. None taken.
No offense
None
to live.
taken. Ooh. Oh.
Earnestly, like I've always,
Yeah. Not like in a funny way.
not in a
No.
funny way. Like
No.
I've always felt this way about you.
Your friend go
Yeah, this, this face.
the lean.
Oh my God.
Who are you thinking of?
I don't
Someone I
have.
know?
I don't have like a best
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
I have like 5 people that
Yeah.
I'm slotting in
Yeah.
one after another.
And it all sucks.
and
Yeah.
it all sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe if I lean to one, it could be better. It's all tough.
dog shit.
Yeah.
Dude, it would be, do they feel the same way? I guess is the big question.
No, I don't think so.
I think they're giving it a shot.
And then it's weird
Oh.
afterwards.
Yeah.
So many
man.
lonely people have
Okay,
done this.
I know.
so yes to live
Yeah.
because
Because it's to live.
Yeah.
hopes and dreams and nothing less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would make out with you earnestly for hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Because
I
I, feel
would
like
want that for you.
can I tell you why?
Yeah.
I feel like after that, it ruins the friendship and it's weird. So you're losing your best friend effectively.
Yeah,
is
so
where
you
my
need,
mind goes.
You need your hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
It's not money that I want
No.
for
No,
that.
no.
That's not worth it.
No, there's no amount of money.
No.
Friends are friends.
But what if it was fucking awesome?
It won't. It won't be. It wouldn't be.
It won't be?
It won't
Okay.
be. There's no way.
There's no way. There's no way. But if it was,
Yeah.
kind of a game change. Oh God, we'd have such a great life.
Yeah, we'd have a beautiful.
If it was awesome.
Sorry, Dan.
We'd have such a wonderful life.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Last one. Again, earnestly and publicly, date an open furry. And I'm saying they
Yeah.
wear the suit. They're
Yeah.
wearing the suit
Wow.
to the bar. And it is a sex thing, and everyone knows it's a sex thing.
Wow. Okay.
Hopes and dreams.
Hopes and dreams.
I am not going to yuck anybody's yum here.
No, but it's not my yum.
If it was, yeah, but if I'm dating them, then it's not a deal breaker,
Right.
obviously, right?
Right.
And I'd like to think I am accepting enough of a person where I would be fine with it. However, I'm thinking about meeting family.
Yes.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
about going to a friend's
This is
wedding.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it also is like at all these moments, everybody is learning what you're sexually into, and it's something weird.
But lady furries often have like slamming bodies.
Yeah, but they're still dressed like a fucking cat.
I don't mind it. I don't.
Okay,
mind it.
so the monetary thing doesn't work because I'm gonna need it to keep coming back every year. So it's
Right.
gonna have to be hopes and dreams for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
hopes,
hopes
and
and
dreams,
dreams.
is a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I don't think this is yucking anyone's yum because most people who are furries aren't like going to the bar in the outfit.
No,
They're doing it in the privacy of their home.
with
home.
other furries.
I'm talking about somebody who's like acting like a dog at your friend's birthday party.
Because that just feels rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rude and embarrassing.
I watched.
I don't care about what you're into. I don't
This
kink
could
shame.
be you could slide in any kink here.
It's more about
and be like, if this person did it all the time in public, it'd be fucking crazy.
You know, I know 2 men who identify as dogs who got dog married in front of
Aw.
me. Yeah, and it was beautiful. I was
How
like,
long have they been together in dog years?
they've been together for 200
14?
dog years. They're still together.
That's great.
So-
Well, yeah, they
They found each other.
no offense have to be.
Yeah, they.
Like,
Yeah. So shout
You
out,
know.
shout out to the dog
oh,
couple.
I didn't know dogs mate for life.
yo,
Yeah.
where my dog's at?
Let's take a quick break and then we'll finish it off with Kevin's respectfully segment. Let's just
Yeah.
do one that's your most poignant one because I think we're running
Yeah.
low on time.
I was just gonna slide you the list, and you
Yeah.
can tell me.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
don't you rattle us off the list real quick?
yeah.
But on air.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
pick one, right?
Let's do it.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin's got a grievances list because he's
Yeah.
a bitter cunt. So let's.
Kiki inside Kevin
Yeah.
has a bunch of things he fucking hates.
Yeah. So read the list and we'll talk about the one that.
Lights are fire.
Yeah.
And I just want to I said this to you off mic, but like an hour before the show, you were like, oh, by the way, you need to come with something.
I forgot.
Yeah.
And so I just started as I was walking around the neighborhood, just kind of making notes. And turns out there's a lot of stuff that really irks me. Here we go.
Really grinds your gears.
Yeah.
Steampunk reference.
Nice. Family Guy reference,
Yeah.
steampunk reference.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Slut shaming.
Yeah.
Respectfully, do I need to put it in a form of a question?
Yeah, give us a respectfully.
I just don't understand these fucking guys. It's a lot of women do this too, but guys are more overt.
Yeah.
Of like they want like women to fuck them, but also if they find out you like are sexually open, then you're like a bad person. Doesn't make sense to me.
Hold on.
Doesn't make sense to me at all.
Can I make a real spicy counterpoint to this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Agreed.
Mhm.
My body count is who even knows.
Mhm.
And I think that makes you great at fucking and you know what you like. And I'm 100% anti-slut shaming, except for this instant. It's not even shaming. And it kind of comes from your bit as sex is a form of self-harm.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're fucking people you hate just to feel something or to feel bad or to do something bad to yourself, like you're having a good time, or you just like you're like getting a little dopamine hit,
Totally.
then I think your friends can be like, hey man,
But intervening
Sure.
is different than shaming.
yeah,
Hold on.
I agree.
I agree with you. Any acting out to, instead of dealing with your problems.
Yeah.
It could be alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Karate.
Driving fast.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I think with
what I'm talking about is
People who are like, you're gross.
yeah.
what I'm talking about is a dude that on a fucking like there's like a sex worker, she has like an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Will leave a comment being like fatherless activities.
Yeah. Oh.
And
We get
it's
that
like-
on this podcast.
And
Yeah.
you guys need to shut the fuck up because you're intimidated by a woman who's confident in her body.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. That has nothing to do with you. It drives me nuts because it's like, dude, you mean to tell me you wouldn't fuck this chick? Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
You're so
like,
mad
you're
that you
subscribed to
never
her
will.
OnlyFans and yet you're going to publicly try to put her down? It just doesn't make sense. And it just comes from a place of fear and insecurity and it drives me nuts.
I love this lightning
I love
round
this.
respectfully.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
The second one I had written down, bay leaves.
Wow.
Yeah, take them out.
Yeah.
Can we stop putting bay leaves and shit?
Bring them out. Bring
you
them
can
out.
put them in. Take
But
them
just
out.
take them out.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
do I gotta fucking chomp into a bay leaf every time I have curry?
Also, do you know?
And then I feel like a bigot when I'm quietly removing the bay
I
leaves.
know.
Also, I love when you're having dinner with someone and you get to find out they're stupid because they go, "There's a fucking leaf in my food."
I know.
You have to be like, "Yeah, it's food."
So just to be clear, I'm gonna rattle through these and then we'll pick one.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Or we
'cause
can
I don't
keep
have that
lightning rounding them, but I like this.
All right. The Bachelor is the most sexist TV show on
It's
television.
rancid.
Yeah. Okay. I'll.
And it
I'll
makes
agree with
women look
that.
stupid and annoying, and it
Yeah.
perpetuates all of the negative stereotypes.
I've never seen an episode of The Bachelor
Me
before. A couple years ago, me and my girlfriend started dating, and she was like, "It's Bachelor night on Mondays," and I was like, "All right, cool, watch it." Dude, I didn't know there's like the overnight thing where they
Yeah.
these 23-year-old women are coerced by a bunch of producers
a
and
predator
cameras
and a bunch of producers
to be like, "Hey, if you don't fuck this guy, he's not going to pick you."
Yeah.
And yet women are like, "It's so romantic, it's manipulative, and it's wrong."
I agree.
All right, next.
I love feminist soapbox Kevin who hates bay leaves.
America sucks, but also rules. Parentheses, don't be smug, Europe. Asterisk, same for people in New York. All right.
Asterisk, R.I.P. Toby Keith. Did you know about that? Did I just break that to you?
No, what happened with Toby Keith?
He died today.
When? Today?
Yeah.
What?
Damn. Huh. Fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought
Thanks,
you knew.
Lizzy.
I thought
Yeah.
you knew.
We're here to make you
I
feel
really
bad.
thought America Rules was coming from that
My next point was Toby Keith.
Toby Keith, racist but awesome.
Yeah.
You're from Canada. You're
Yeah.
from upstate.
Yep.
I'm from the Midwest. There's like a real problem with people acting like New York is the only city.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And there's
But it
also
is, fuck you.
there's also an annoying no, dude. There's so much.
Yeah, but I'm
dude,
from upstate New York, so I do think New York is the only city. But
you guys are wrong.
I've learned recently that it's not because of places that you and I have gone to together.
Sure.
There's-
I'll concede.
There are so many things that are great that New York doesn't have. Go to fucking New Orleans. It's a magical city.
I hate New Orleans more than any place I've ever been in my
How?
life.
How?
It is a tragic, drunk clown car that is so sad and scary. I'm also sober.
I'm
And
sober too. It's the music in the streets. It's
I
the
d- I like
culture.
the
It's the
music.
food. It has the best food in the country.
It's fine.
It's the best.
It's fine.
There's so much good food that you can't get in New York. New York has no like ribs, no fried chicken. They don't know how to do Southern food at fucking all of it. It's garbage. The whole South of America has the best food in the country. Hands down. You go up to Washington State, go up to fucking Puget Sound, fucking hang out. Go to the Grand Canyon. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
you know
Grand
what I mean?
Canyon's a whole, but otherwise I agree with you.
There's so much stuff out there, and people act like, I can't get a slice of pizza at 2 a.m. It sucks.
Yeah, that's
Grow
like
up.
stupid
Grow the fuck
stuff.
up.
Okay.
And the same as in on a larger scale, Europe. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Europe loves to shit on America.
They love to shit on America, but here's the thing: is like the states are too different from the different countries that make up the EU. Like if you go to like I said, New Orleans, it's a completely different vibe than if you okay, not everybody does. Not everybody does. But go to like the swamps of Florida and hang out on a fucking fan boat and see a gator and then
we gotta go find a gator.
And then go to the deserts, and go to fucking Reno and just revel in like the trash of it. I don't know, man. There's just so much.
There's a lot of
more variety in America than Americans or Europeans realize.
America is diverse in a way that most countries aren't, I think. Like,
that's what I'm
America
saying.
has like culture on top of culture on top of culture from all different places. And then you like go to London and they're like, all of our Chinese food is beige. And you're like, I can't be here anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Now, that being said, of course, clearly from the way I'm talking, I'm a bleeding heart liberal cuck. There's so many fucking problems with this country. I can't stand it. But I do think there's more culturally than we give ourselves credit for.
Agree.
That's all. It should be okay to disagree with people. This is just a big sweeping thing that it sucks that I don't even have an exact example for this, but I do find myself with friends or strangers finding that it's easier to just agree with the person I'm talking to because debate isn't lighthearted anymore.
Yeah, everything is so charged.
Now debate, if I disagree with your point on something, then you are making assumptions about how I vote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fine. It's okay to disagree with your friends.
Discourse is actually how people begin to understand each other better, and we are not doing that anymore.
And it's also it's so easy for you to disagree with someone and then one of you thinks the other is a bigot.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, not in this argument.
Yeah.
There could be, I'm just going to use this as an example that just came up, but there could be someone who's like, you're like, I hate New Orleans. And there could be someone who's like, oh, Andrea isn't open to culture. That isn't her own. You know, and it's like, or you just went to a city and didn't have a good time.
She's like George W. Bush. She hates New Orleans and the people that live there.
You can just go to a city. Yeah. Oh,
pretty charged.
You can just go to a city and have a bad time also and not be like a bad guy.
I don't like the heat and I'm not impressed by the food. That's my stance.
You all need to wash your hands more.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
I got a parasite from someone out there that probably didn't wash their hands, and boy, am I paying on the back end.
Also,
for that.
I'll say this. If you're a person who fingers people, you should wash your hands first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
what is
you should.
this?
And lick them clean after.
Yeah.
Am I right? Come on now. Come on.
What is this taking the subway to my apartment and then shoving your fingers inside
Insane behavior.
Yeah,
Are you fucking kidding me?
What's wrong with you?
Wash your hands.
That's how you
get a parasite. The amount of times I've been hooking up with someone and I've had to grab their wrist and be like, go wash your hands.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I am not getting a yeast infection from your dirty fingernails.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be a grown
This is
up.
something I've learned. I've
Mike's
had to.
looking at his fingernails.
This is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you should still wash your hands before you finger a broad.
Yeah.
This is something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ronnie, you too.
Yeah.
Hey, I know.
I know you know.
Yeah.
This is something that I've honestly had to make a case for over and over and over again
Which
to
is
adults.
crazy with
To
it.
adults.
Yeah,
Which
I
I don't
know.
Yeah.
get. All right, so let me just break this down real quick. And I feel like this is so obvious and remedial that I shouldn't have to say this, but I keep having to have this discussion. Whenever I go out to eat, all right, I look at the menu, place my order, I get up and I go wash my hands. Because everybody that's walked in the door has touched that menu, which means everything that person has touched, I have now touched. Would I put this menu in my mouth? No.
No.
So why would I touch the menu, then touch my food, and then touch my mouth?
Counterpoint.
Because that's how germs spread.
I'm pretty
Counterpoint. I've put things way worse than the menu in my mouth.
Of course. So have I.
Yeah.
So have I.
And
But
I'm
then
not even talking about sex stuff. Like, I've gotten horse poop in my mouth by accident and been okay.
You've had hoof and mouth disease.
Yeah.
Of course you have.
I've had hand, foot, and mouth disease, whatever that is.
Of course you have. But let's try to avoid it. And here's when this came up for me, is when I realized something, right? I used to work at, it doesn't matter. I used to work at this place, this restaurant. And I remember my manager was counting me down for the night. So he's counting all my cash. And then he was counting his cash. He took a break. He grabbed his quesadilla, took a bite, kept counting cash. And I was like, money's like the dirtiest thing.
Yeah,
we all know
it's
this.
Horrendous.
They've done studies. It's covered in fecal matter.
Yeah,
It's horrific, right? And I was like, ugh. And I was like, dude, you, of all people, should know that you should not be doing that. And he called me a germaphobe. A month later, COVID hits and we go into full lockdown. And what do I see all over the news? Here's how to wash your hands. Sing happy birthday.
Yeah.
Twice.
Right? And I'm like, do we have to teach people how to wash their hands?
Yes.
Turns out most people don't.
Yeah.
The fact that I know maybe I'm being a bit of a germaphobe here a little bit, but it shocks me that my parents used to own a restaurant. And so I think maybe I learned a little bit about food safety and stuff because of that. And I've always worked in restaurants my whole life. If I use the bathroom and I put my hand on the knob to turn on the water,
Yeah.
I am going to dry my hands with a towel and then use that towel to turn off the knob because somebody else just took a shit, wiped their ass, and touched that knob.
I'm all
You know what I mean?
bows in the
Yeah,
bathroom
I'm flushing
now.
with my foot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm off my soapbox, but that's just something that drives me
Soap,
nuts, and I have
also
to keep.
part of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, how
soap.
about that?
We
How
love
about that?
How about that?
Yeah, someone who got a poop-based disease recently.
Yeah, poop-borne illness.
And I'm really clean. I'm upset with these pigs.
Tell me
Yes.
more about your poop disease.
You don't know about Andrea's poop disease?
I do. I just think it's funny to make her talk about it.
I
You don't know
got
about the little critters that live inside her?
Yeah.
Giardia.
What happens to they just live there now or they're gone?
They're gone, but I'm
They've gentrified the
yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah. My stomach is East Williamsburg. They're gone now, but I am still in considerable pain all the time and no one can figure out.
Wow.
And I think it's because they like destroyed my insides and then I took antibiotics and that destroyed my insides. And now I'm just a lady who goes for little walks because she's in pain all the time.
Eating a lot of yogurt and probiotics and stuff.
Yeah. So it's not a great. Some fucking animal didn't wash their hands.
Yeah.
And
And
now,
now Andrea has to test her poop all the time.
I've tested my poop so
That's
much.
why you had to poop in a bag, right?
Yeah, I have to poop in little vials. And to be honest, I had to do it yesterday. I didn't even blink. Like the first time I was
still
like,
going.
tested her poop.
yesterday I was just like, give me a fucking. I'm not even wearing gloves.
It's kind of a,
If anybody wants to buy
What?
Andrea's poop, though,
yeah.
She knows how to package it.
she's why let it go to waste?
Yeah, I have it available. I scoop it with dead eyes because I've just have been through a lot.
Yeah.
So please wash your fucking hands.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Also, if you're a long nails girly like me,
Yeah.
get under there.
Get
Yeah,
under those nails.
There's a lot of stuff living in there.
Yeah.
You gotta get in there. You can't walk around with these things and then eat a chicken wing. That's fucking crazy.
I love the fact that we're all not dead because of the poopy. I mean, also COVID was our first infectious disease, and boy, did that not go well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the body truck, Sarah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're taking a shit
That's
and
a
not
fun.
pooping,
That's a fun way to
Yeah.
bring us all back.
Shout
Thank
out
you,
to the
Andrea.
body trucks. Hey, I'm going to do a quick shout out to all the dead people in refrigeration trucks.
And I still applaud for nurses.
I do too.
No one else.
I do pan.
7 p.m. every day. I'm out there.
opening my window. Heroes. But they're
All right.
also kind of mean sometimes.
Yeah, they are mean.
Yeah, but they're slutty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
well,
are slutty.
If they're not slutty, they're mean.
Or maybe
They're both.
We can all agree nurses are that's like a slutty
Yeah.
profession,
No,
right?
Yeah.
but some of them are like ladies in their 50s.
Kevin's doing an inviting look. Do we have one more respectfully, or did we
Was that the
cover
last
it
one?
all?
That's my list.
Okay. I mean, I think it's a beautiful list.
I think it's a beautiful list.
Yeah.
Can I look at it real quick?
Yeah.
We're
Actually, there
almost
was-
out of time here.
There's one that
but-
I omitted because I didn't want to take too long, but the last one was self-serve kiosks aren't always more convenient. I've been to so many places
Wow.
where I'll walk up to the counter to
Yeah.
order food and they'll
Wow.
go, the kiosk is right there. And I'm like, I'm trying to keep you in a job, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, but
Also, the self checkout when it doesn't fucking work. when every time I scan something, I put it in the area and it starts beeping because I didn't put it in the bagging area. And then somebody has to come over and swipe a card and help me. I feel like a fool. You're annoyed.
Yeah.
The machine's not working.
Yeah.
This is taking way longer than it fucking has to. And I'm going to freak out.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
One time I went to CVS and
It's okay.
I went to CVS and I needed something that they keep behind the register, like
HIV
headphones.
test.
No, it was
Jesus Christ.
It was a
Yeah.
phone charger,
Yeah.
but anyway, the HIV test is in the aisle,
Yeah.
but you do have to press the button to get the guy to come.
Comes in a little suitcase.
So I went and I asked the guy for a phone charger, and he hands it to me. He's standing at a register,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Oh, you're gonna have to go over to the self checkout."
That's what I'm talking about.
And I was just like, "For why?
Why though?
For what?"
Yeah. Also, just
Scan
a quick special place in hell to the Target camera that shows you what you look like when you're doing the self checkout.
I will kill whoever invented the Target camera.
Shit.
The worst. I've never looked worse than I do in a Target.
Mhm.
That's supposed to be a safe place to look like shit.
It's
Yeah.
like one of those filters that ages you.
Yes.
Yeah, but it oils you.
Yeah.
Target camera
makes
is a
you look
suicide
oily.
watch machine.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't. The person I am in a Target camera.
Day
is
4 of a
just-
bender.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! She's a disgusting pig.
Mhm.
It's like when Sex and the City reference coming up.
Oh, great. I've been waiting.
I know you've been waiting. Carrie Bradshaw gets selected to have like a photo shoot for
Yes.
like a cool city girl.
Yeah.
And she like goes out and is hungover and late and she looks like hot dog shit and they pick the photo that she looks like
Before the
hot
makeup.
shit. Yeah, being like, are single ladies happy or are they sad
Oh,
and
hilarious.
gross and old?
Yeah.
That's what the Target
Every Target camera is the saddest, grossest, oldest version of you.
It's fucked up.
And she's fat.
Bloated.
Yeah.
You look like a bloated corpse in the Target
It's
camera.
insane.
Yeah.
It makes me want to steal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. Get rid of it.
It makes me want to steal.
2024.
How dare you
Let's
do this to
start
me? I'm
fucking-
stealing makeup.
Yes.
Mhm.
To make this better.
Yeah, you owe it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Target and the cameras.
And the abolish Target cameras.
yes.
And bay leaves.
and bay
And
leaves.
bay
And
leaves.
slut shaming.
Oh, it's been a beautiful time.
Yeah, this has been fun.
Yeah, Kevin, where can they find you? Follow you. Take you to the next European city.
Kevin-
Send Kevin to Alaska.
Yeah. Yo.
We were gonna go to
Alaska.
Yeah.
Flights to
figure it
Alaska
out.
are more expensive than to Romania.
It turns out it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Casey White on socials. And I have a comedy special coming out. If I can plug that real quick.
You can plug that.
March 3rd on 800 Pound Gorilla. Harangue.
Love that.
Please watch it. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And
I've
if you don't
seen-
like it, keep it to yourself.
I've
Yeah.
seen a good amount of it, and it's very good, and you should watch it.
Also, you co-host a podcast with my co-host here.
Yes.
Yeah, my 2 work wives are here.
I
It's
didn't
very
know,
fun for me.
I didn't know how much I was allowed to lean into that.
My
Yeah.
asexual polycule is here, which I think just means friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin and I have a podcast together called Close Calls. It's a comedy podcast about near-death experiences,
Yeah.
and it's a really good time.
It's riveting.
It's fun.
Andrew is a Close Calls head.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
of the stories on there are some of the scariest ways that
Yeah.
life can be.
But some
Yeah.
of them are also kooky and fun.
Yeah. If you want to edge fear and also have a great
Yeah,
time.
I like that.
It is
Yeah.
a good way to edge fear.
Dude,
Because,
edge fear rules.
because
Yeah.
everyone is okay in the end. It's a story about, well, most people. It's a
Yeah.
story about near-death experiences,
Yes.
not death experiences.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you can get real scared in the middle.
There's scenarios in this podcast where I'm like, I couldn't even imagine
Yeah.
how life could twist in this
Yeah.
way. So yeah, great pod. Listen, check it out. Lizzy, where can they find you and follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram
Oh,
at
yeah.
Lizzy Cassidy, Lizzy with a Y at the end.
Mhm.
And also, the 3 of us,
Yeah.
Andrea, Kevin, and I, are going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
at
doggy.
Recon Brewing
That's right.
on Sunday, February 18th. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area, actually, technically it's Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania.
Don't tell people
But
that.
It's near Pittsburgh. So if you're in the greater Pittsburgh area and you listen to Respectfully or you listen to Close Calls or you listen to both, come to the show. It's
Come
going to
to
be
the
a great
show.
time. We'll give you stickers and kiss you on the mouth.
We'll kiss you right in the mouth and we'll rub our clean ass hands right
Right
over
on your face, and we'll
pussy.
finger
What did
you.
you say? What? All right. That's been respectfully.
Or we'll just be funny. Wait, say yours.
Oh, Andrea Comedy 69 on Instagram. And send me some probiotics in the mail. I'm really suffering.
Yeah.
Wash your hands, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.